What is going on, my Houston Texans family? I will be giving you my biggest takeaways from the Houston Texans 24-20 win against the LA Rams. It was a very fun game. We saw a lot of good and bad stuff from this Houston Texans team. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into it. My biggest takeaway was that the Lovie Smith defense is there, and it will be the best unit for this Houston Texans team this year. I think with the amount of investment in depth and veterans, it's really starting to pay off. 5 sacks in the first preseason game, 6 sacks against the Rams. The consistent of getting to the quarterback only leads me to believe that that is going to hopefully what happens during the season, right? When you bring in veterans like Mario Addison, Jerry Hughes, you just traded for Rasheem Green, right? Those are guys who may not give you 10 sacks a season, but could give you that 5, that 6, that 7, and it's just relentless. When we saw Jonathan Gennard play, he was in the backfield consistently, ending his night with the sack. I am excited for these edge rushers. I am excited for this interior, right? Malik Collins was making plays. Roy Lopez had a sack. These veteran linebackers really showed that, yes, you do want to see Christian Harris. You do want to see Garrett Wallow, but don't forget about us, right? Kamhir Grugier-Hill had the 2 tackles for loss. Christian Kirksey was blitzed up the middle and got a sack. We are seeing a lot more blitzes from Lovie Smith, something very exciting to see, because we know when you put pressure on the quarterback, it makes mistakes. And when you have corners like Derek Stingley, who, you know, showed some good things, and then veterans like Steven Nelson, they're going to capitalize on that. I am excited for this whole Lovie Smith's defense as a whole, and I didn't even mention the safeties, Jonathan Owens and Jalen Petrie. Another thing we learned, or the biggest takeaway, is that the Houston Texans have found their starting running back, that being Dameon Pierce. It was very weird and interesting to not see him play against the Rams, where we were expecting to see how is this guy going to be with this first team offense, and it looks like we won't see that into week 1. Apparently in the game this Thursday against the 49ers, Marlon Mack will be getting the start, followed by Burkhead, and then Dameon Pierce is listed as the 3rd running back. We might not see him against the 49ers. However, if it is week 1, Dameon Pierce, he has been everything he has been advertised to be. A very sleeper in the draft, someone who was viewed as not being used correctly at Florida, and now your potential starter running back, and you drafted him in the 4th round. I absolutely love that for the Houston Texans. I love that for Dameon Pierce. He showed in that game against the Saints that he is the best running back on this team. His first carry took him 20 yards. So I want to see what's going to happen week 1. I want to see him run behind this first offensive line, because it has looked bad. So that's another takeaway, is that the interior offensive line has been and will be a consistent issue unless fixed, right? We haven't seen Justin Britt this preseason. Max Sharping nor Justin McCray have shown they could do anything at the left guard position. We need to see young first-round pick Kenyon Green and then Laramie Tunsil, right? We need to see them all healthy and playing. Maybe we see them Thursday night. And the last biggest takeaway for me is that Mills isn't there just yet. Now, it's only, you know, our first real action, right? Because those first 2 drives against the Saints, I'm not really counting that. We saw Davis Mills for a half, and he didn't look good until the very end. Finding Nico Collins for the touchdown. Speaking of Nico Collins, I think he's going to have a good year too, and definitely show out. But with Davis Mills, there were times where he looked uneasy. Was, you know, took that god-awful sack when Chris Moore was open for what could have been 10 plus yards, but he tried to make a play and got sacked. We need to see more this Thursday. We need to see him with Brandon Cooks. These were my biggest takeaways from the Houston Texans win against the Los Angeles Rams. You guys let me know. As always, go Texans. You guys have a very blessed day.